Chosen one. People have no idea that when they are around you, that they are in the presence of royalty. They have no idea that they are in the presence of an icon, of a star, of someone that is legendary. They have no idea that they are in the presence of a legend when they are with you. And here's the thing, because you are royalty. You may not have your crown or your robes and capes, but you are royalty. You see, baby, people have no idea who you truly are. People could be having whole conversations with you. People could be just in your presence without even realizing who you really are. It's like, imagine being a taxi driver for Beyonce or Michael Jackson before they became Michael Jackson or Beyonce. Or like, imagine, or not even before they became that, or just imagine like you're being an Uber driver or a taxi driver for Beyonce or Michael Jackson, and you don't really know that that's Beyonce or Michael Jackson until later on. You would probably recall that Uber driver, that taxi driver moment. And when you realize who was actually in your car, when you actually realize that you were in the presence of a legend, when you actually realize that you were in the presence of a star, those people would shit their fucking pants. They would. Because they're like, I was in the presence of this person and I had no idea. What the? Let me tell you, baby. You are legendary. And your time will come where you will be showcased to the world, okay? And everyone will know who you are. But until then, just be you. Be authentic. Continue to remain humble. Because it is your humility that sets you apart. Because you know your worth. You know who you are. You know what you have been put here on this earth to do. You know you have a purpose. You know you are meant to be someone very influential, very big. You know that you are going to put a ecological footprint on this earth. You know that the footprint that you will leave, the mark that you will leave here, the blueprint that you will leave, you know that the impact that you will have on this earth is going to be legendary. When you die, everything else that you have created and left behind will continue to live on. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die. You may leave you will leave your physical body when it's time for your time here on earth is up, but you will never die. Your spirit is eternal, baby. That's why chosen ones don't fear death, because we know that everything that we have here will continue to live on. And we know for a fact that we are in this world, but not of this world. We don't fear what comes after this. We don't. But baby, listen. You're probably wondering, what is taking so long for me to be showcased to the world? When am I going to get my crowning moment? When am I going to get my moment where I will go viral, where I will become famous? I will become this huge celebrity. I will be known nationwide, worldwide. When will that moment come? Because I feel that it will come. I just know deep down in my bones that it's going to come. It's going to happen for me. Because what you have is so grand and it's so great, it has to gradually enter into your life because it's so big. God cannot give it to you right away, right this very second, because you have to be prepared to receive it. You have to have the capacity to receive it. And God has to even put you through training moments of being in influential places, being in life-changing experiences, and allowing you time to process through those life-changing experiences so that you can get used to having moments like that. Because God doesn't want to just thrust you in there and throw all this stuff to you without giving you time to process it. So there could be things that can come into your life very soon, or things that have already come into your life that was a life-changing moment and experience for you. And you know that that experience is going to open up so many doors and so many opportunities, and it's going to be something that is going to really set you on the map. It's going to be a stepping stone, a building block. And if you haven't had this moment yet, your moment will come, and you will know what that moment is when it comes. But that moment, if it has not come yet, it will come. And when it comes, you're going to know, because when you're experiencing this, it's going to feel very, very surreal. It's going to feel like you're living a dream. It's going to feel like you're going to know that it's really happening to you, but it's going to be so just out of your comfort zone. It's going to be something so outstanding, something that is not what you would have expected, but it's going to be one of those moments where your mind is going to have to take a minute to just wrap your head around what just actually happened to you. Because when you're living in the moment, you're experiencing this and you're like, wow, this is, and you're going to feel so much humility when you're experiencing this. You may even feel you may even be a little scared when you're experiencing this moment, because this is that turning moment for you. This is that moment for you, whether it's happened already or whether it's going to happen for you very soon. That's going to be that moment for you that is going to change your life. It's that life-changing moment. And when you are in that life-changing moment, it's going to feel very, very different. You may even be a little bit afraid. You may even feel a lot of anxiety. You may even be nervous about it, because this is something that is just so new to you. It's unfamiliar territory. However, it's a moment that you will never forget. It's a moment that you will remember for the rest of your life. It's that moment where it was that moment that I knew things were changing for me. It was that moment where it's the beginning of the new phase of your life, of the new era of your life. That moment. You will have your moment where things change for you. Confirmation. You will have your moment where things change for you. And for a lot of you, the way that this is going to come in is that you're going to have your moment and you're going to experience it. And then God's going to allow you some time to process. God's going to give you a few weeks, maybe even a couple of months for you to process what happened before God gives you what's coming next. Because if you were to have that moment and then everything were to change for you right then and there, you wouldn't be able to handle it. So you're going to have your moment. God's going to give you a few weeks, several weeks, a couple of months to process everything, maybe even a few months, but that time to process everything so that God can continue to give you more wisdom, to give you more downloads, to give you more guidance, to give you more insight, to give you more clarity, to help you process all of this. So that way, when the next moment comes, that's basically piggybacking off of that moment for you. When that next moment comes, you're going to be able to receive what's coming, what's for you. You're going to be able to have the capacity for what's in store for you. When God gives you blessings, it comes in gradually. Slow and steady always wins the race. So do not be discouraged when things are taking longer than what you would have expected. It's no rush, baby. Let it take its time. Let it take its time. You got to just trust God and let God work in God's timing, because it's not our timing. It's God's timing. We are just going with the flow of God's timing. Allow God to guide you, because when it comes, it's going to be better than you ever would have expected. And by the time it comes, you are going to have the capacity to receive. You will. Don't worry, baby. Your moment is coming. Your moment is here.